Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, Louisiana Motherfucker Collective. Once more again. Another episode. Oh, my worthless 2 cents table talk where your approval is not needed. Miguel, this is a man, this is a wonderful opportunity. Have the honor, I have the privilege of having two wonderful young ladies for today. We're going to talk about growth. We're going to talk about friendship. Actually, let me correct that. They're going to talk about growth, and they're going to talk about friendship. I will say this before I shut my big old trap over there. Is on Sunday. I got up Sunday morning, and this is the honest to God what happened. I got up Sunday morning, and I was in the kitchen, and my spirit, these two ladies, their names specifically, was put in my spirit. And I reached out to them. Being obedient to what God told me to do. That's mine. Mine is to be obedient. Some people might not like it. Some people might not understand it. But guess what? But what I say is lean not to your own understanding, but in all thy ways. And that's what I do. I trust in him. And I know that there is something that's going to happen. That's already happened. But it's going to be magical. It's going to be something that's sensational. It's going to be something that's going to be moving. I just know it already. I know it already. I got my little crying child over here because I know I'm all up a river. But in all honesty, I will say that, there's been so much that's been going on in the world. There's been so much tragedy. There's been so much hurt. There's been so much disappointment, letdown, pain. At the same time, you have, I can come a whole different way. I can come from my point of view. But I feel that it's more important to hear from two smart, beautiful, intelligent young women who are right there in the thick of things that are going on in the world today, to hear from their perspective, not from mine. See, because what we have a problem, and I'm going to shut up. Sometimes what we got a problem of doing is judging other folks and telling other folks what they would do and what you should do. And you should be like this and you should be like that. But you see, I have no idea what they go through. And what we're going to do tonight, well, ain't nobody else say nothing. What I'm going to do tonight is shut my mouth, and I'm going to hear them from their heart. I'm going to hear them from their experience. I'm going to hear them from their point of view. See, because you know what? Sometimes we spend so much time talking, and we spend less time listening. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to sit back. We're going to relax. We're going to put on our headgear. And these two ladies right here tonight are going to put something in your ear. So, without further ado, and that's my new word, without further ado, I do look good tonight, I do, don't I? But look, old country boy gonna shut up. What I want you two ladies to do, and guess what? If y'all want me to pop up here, just raise your hand. I'm gonna shut my mic off like for real. I'm gonna sit over here and drink my water, and I'm gonna shut my mouth off. So look here. I want y'all to introduce yourself. This is God's platform, but tonight, you two are the hosts of God's platform. So I want y'all to have your way. I want you to speak from your heart. I want you to inform, educate all of us. I want you to allow us inside of your world so we can become better and know how to love your teacher and respect. So, sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Have your way.
Yes. Well, I'm Haley. I'm 22. I'm from Reston, as y'all know. Well, Fellowship. But yeah, Asia, you could go introduce yourself.
My name is Asia. I am 23 and I'm from Grambling, Richmond. Whichever one is more is suitable for people to know me. Um, so yeah, basically, I don't know. I came in this talk show and I didn't know. I still don't know, but I know God gonna see something for me to talk about in this talk show. So I guess I'm just gonna let it flow and let everything go.
Yeah, this is like so cool to me because like I had called Asia yesterday and was like, "This crazy that they didn't even called us to be on a talk show," because she had reached out to me like a couple of weeks back and was like, "I'm so proud of you" and stuff like that. And some of my own friends ain't even told me that because I'm here in Georgia. And like just to even see Asia like reach out, cause me and Asia always been cool, but we ain't been no friends. So I was like, dang. So for someone to reach out just to see me and like say, hey, Haley, I'm proud of you. Like keep doing what you're doing and stuff like that. Like she touched my soul. And then like 2 weeks later, Danny called and say, hey, we gonna be on this talk show. And he didn't even know me and Asia knew each other.
Yeah.
Didn't even know. So like I like after I got off the phone, like I was like, God, what you doing? What you doing? Like, you must really be hearing my prayers and stuff. Like, cause I watch podcasts and stuff, and I want to get into the vlogging and podcast. So for Danny to even say that, that was like wow to me. My mama had texted me and was like, Danny wants you on his podcast, and I was like, oh snap! Like, God, what you doing? Then when he said Asia, I was like, dang, this girl, like, that's crazy.
It's the Louisiana country boy. They don't need to know my government name.
When Louisiana country boy. Yes, but God has like really been working in my life, and when I talk to Asia, she be like, he been working in her life. He show up for her, and he just been showing up for me lately. Like where I came from, like who I used to be. I love the fact that I'm growing into a different person. Like I'm starting to be like a better person. The old things I used to do, I won't do it no more. Like even the social media, I'm starting to do fastest off of social media, take a break from liquor, from going out and stuff like that. And I just feel like this guy just working in me. Like I had to even with me moving out here to Georgia, like I had to separate from my old crowd and go out here and be by myself and like isolate because I feel like through isolation, I'm just seeing more. And like I'm really like coming in tune with myself, learning myself, loving myself more, taking better care of myself more. I have a better relationship with God. And like that's the space I'm in right now. I'm in isolation. Like I'm away from what I'm used to and I'm learning a new way. So I'm basically breaking my old mindset and falling into a new mindset. And I feel like that's what like I tell my friends now, I feel like at our age, I think we need to start doing that more because we get when you get into a habit, that's my dog. Shush Georgia. But when you get into like a
Georgia,
habit
Georgia.
of doing stuff and doing it over and over, and you see it's like it's not helping nothing, like or it's not getting no better. Like you gotta really look back and evaluate and be like, I gotta change. Like old keys don't open new doors. If I want to do this in life and this in life, I gotta change. And it all starts with our mindset. Like people
Mhm.
don't get that, and that's what stage I'm in. Like I'm trying to break my old mindset and like start a new mindset, a better mindset. And God just been working in my favor, and
Well,
I just been
let
growing
me
and
ask
growing.
y'all. I do want to ask this and I don't know. Is it difficult for either one of y'all, both of y'all, or individually or collectively? You grow up around certain people, or you're around certain people. You have and going back to a lot of the that have been in the media. A lot of the stuff, you have these people that are friends. You have this group, and what I have known now at my older age is that everybody that's in your corner ain't on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't want to, bro. Some people, and is it difficult where y'all ladies are at the stage in life you are, you know, when you separate from people, then you get, you know how you, I don't
You
know how
see
it is, but
stuff.
you know people down you. They talk about you. You
Yep.
become everything but a child of God to them because you and, and 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 I can imagine. I can't imagine how difficult that could be at the age that y'all are at the stage of life you're in. Um, can you tell me about that?
I can say that I'm definitely in a point where I really pray to God, like, if it's not benefiting me, remove it. But I literally just told today, like, I was talking on the phone and I was telling somebody, I was like, I'm at the point where I'm not necessarily losing people, but people are showing their true colors.
Yeah.
And like the space I'm in right now, like Haley said, the same stuff wasn't working for me. So that's why I say, like, you really have to change your ways and sit back and evaluate on yourself for a while to realize why stuff isn't working for you. So like I'm saying, like losing people that isn't like they aren't dead, like because life and as much tragedy has been happening, like with death, like I feel like losing people that aren't dead, it hurts me a lot worse than losing people that are dead because I cherish relationships a lot. Like
Yeah.
I cherish relationships. I cherish friendships. I feel like I give a lot to friendships, family, all that. Like so, like to lose people that aren't dead, it hurts, but at the same time, it's a lot easier when you realize that those people are not benefiting you. Like whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, you realize that you need them. Like you don't need their presence anymore.
And that's and that I get that. I get that. For me, the growth aspect of it is learning that what Haley said is sometimes what I've learned me, and I don't know how it works for y'all, is when you become a point when you are isolated. Isolation is not always a bad thing. A lot of us think that it's a terrible thing to be by ourselves. Oh Lord, it's the worst thing in the world. But what I have learned for me, and I want to ask, and I want to ask y'all, put it to you, what has happened in your isolation? What has transformed or what transformed in your life from your isolation? Oh, I think I lost. Did I lose both of them? Good Lord, they done ran off on me. There they go. In your isolation. Oh, Haley, come back. She done ran off on me.
I
Oh.
gotta put my phone on do not disturb so people won't start calling me.
All right, hold on. There we
No,
go.
I was trying to share the live on Facebook.
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah, I got it, but it went off. So I was like, dang, what happened? But
Oh,
to speak on what Asia was saying and you were saying about friends, um, everybody who knows me know I had a big friend group, like probably 12 plus friends. And one thing that, like, if anybody young watching, I would tell any female girl, forget that big friend group because you don't need that. Like, I'm learning now that this year has broke me. Like, people think relationships and stuff with your boyfriend can break you. No, friendship breakups, they hurt. And this year it has broken me down like tremendously. Cause going from having 12 friends in a 2 year span, and then now I'm down with two real friends right now. Because some friends I had to cut off because you not benefiting me nothing and you don't want nothing. And it's not their fault. Because just like how I was speaking to you yesterday on the phone and you were saying that they not bad people. They don't belong on my journey right now. And I was noticing that like some people used to want to go out, party, and they was doing all that shooting and stuff. And I just felt like that's not me no more. That's not Haley no more. I don't want to sit around and get drunk no more. I don't want to sit around and do that. I want more for my life for one. I want better for my life. And it's places that I know God is taking me that I can't do that no more. And God was showing me, hey, like I done been at a party and the car I was in then got shot up. Like God kept giving me signs, and He gonna keep showing you signs until you get it. And so like that particular friend, I just had to let go because I was like, you're not benefiting me nothing, and you still want to do this and do that. I don't hate you. I don't got nothing ill towards you, but the way you moving, I don't want to move like that because I know it's gonna be bad for me at the end of the day.
Right.
Then I got friends who they just like me being out here, they didn't pick up the phone and call me. That's not a friend to me. They didn't check on me, none of that. And they knew I was hurting. Like you know I'm hurting. I'm sitting here crying to you, venting to you, and you got friends like that who they know you hurting and they won't say a thing. Or either they'll still misuse you and do you wrong. And I just like and it hurt me because I don't want to let these people go. These people I've been knowing for 10 plus years since I was a kid. I don't want to like let this friendship go, but I got to because you hurting me. And it came to a point where I was loving them and uplifting them and being there more for them than they was for me. And so I had to sit back and I had to say, hey, Haley, you gotta love yourself. Like it's draining. It's basically draining you when you loving somebody who don't give you the same love you gave them back. That's
Mm.
draining. And some friends they did me like that. So now when even moving out here to Georgia, like I'm careful with who I'm talking to or who I'm just gonna say you my friend. I don't use that friend word loosely no more.
Right.
Because you have to earn that. You have to be go through some things with me. You have to be there for me. You have to reciprocate the same thing I'm doing towards you for us to have a strong bond. We have to create a bond now. I'm not calling nobody no friend just to call them a friend no more. Cause I done had so many friends in this lifetime already. Enough friends, really. I done had friends who didn't set me up because they thought I had something. But I'm like, shit, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no more than what you got. Like this stuff really didn't happen to me like this, and it amazes me still to this day. I just be like, dang, these are people I looked out for. These are people I gave a place to stay when they needed help and stuff like that. So people just like you said, people show their true colors. But one thing I have learned, and I'm starting to learn, and I'm starting to tell everybody now, I forgive everybody who have hurt me
Mm.
because I can't hold on to that. And I had to realize that we 22, we young. They learning just like I'm learning. And all my friends that I have let go or we not friends no more, it always wasn't their fault. Sometimes it was my fault. And I'm woman enough to say, hey, yeah, I messed it up. That was a good friend. That girl loved me. That girl had my back. But I was still dealing with some past trauma. And that the tricky thing with trauma is if you like don't forgive, let things go, it'll weigh on you. And it was coming out of me through my friends, through my family, all of that. So I ain't gonna just say like the people my friends did me wrong. I did some people wrong too. And I admit that. And now that I'm by myself and I'm isolated, I look back and I say like, Haley, yeah, you could have did that better. Or, Haley, you was wrong for doing that. Or Haley, you should have like been there for that person better. And I mean, I'm learning, and I don't take nothing away from my past friends who I feel like did me wrong because everybody got a story and everybody got their own story and everybody got their own truth. So I have learned to listen to understand, don't listen to respond because that's what I tended to do. I've learned that everybody not gonna be there for you like you there for them because everybody wasn't raised how I was. I had to realize that too. Everybody don't have the same ambitions as you. You can't make them have it either. Everybody don't have the same journey as you. And I had to realize that. So when it comes to friends, if I feel like we not connecting and we not on the same path no more, it's no need for you to be my friend right now. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to do nothing like be hurtful to nobody. But I just feel like the journey I'm on right now, I can't keep you along as my friend and try to go to the place that I'm going when you trying to do this. Like
Right.
it just it ain't mashing. It don't work like that. And the reason why people say it's ice girls who I know don't belong, don't I mean ain't supposed to be friends right now. But people want friends so bad. And it's crazy to me like why I like our age group, we want friends so bad that we'll stay in a friendship or whatever, and the girl can be talking down on us or the boy can be talking down on us, and like bashing us and stuff like that, and we'll know it, but we'll stay friends with them. Like we know this person, cause God, like me growing up, my mama always told me, "Look, that ain't your friend. That ain't gonna work out too long. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna work out." And I said, like, "No, mama, this my friend. You don't know what we done been through." And then like something happen, and I'd be like, "Dang, this what my mama was trying to tell me," and stuff like that. And I ain't want to listen. But now that I'm older, like I'm listening, and I'm like I'm seeing it for myself, and like my eyes, like. I'm shocked. I'm shocked by how some people betrayed me. At first, I was like pissed off. I was angry, mad at the world and all that. But now that like I'm out here by myself and I'm learning more. I'm looking like everybody got a story. Everybody got their own trauma. We all still learning. It's even adults out here still learning and
Yes.
trying to get it together. So like I don't be too hard on them because some of them even still try to reach out to me, and I used to be like, what do you want? And they could be reaching out to me for help, and I'd be like, I used to be mean to them, but like now I'm not like that because I've just been seen and I didn't realize like that they journey is different than mine. I don't know if y'all catch my drift, but they was just learning like me.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was telling my mom. I'm like, I used to be the type of person that I used to feel like I always feel like I gave more to some friendships than they deserve. And I was just telling my mama, like, I used to feel like even though people didn't treat me with the same like as I treated them, I used to be like, it's okay. Like I used to be okay with it. I used to be like, okay, you don't have to treat me how I treat you. You don't have to give me what I give you. You don't have to do that because I feel like at the end, my blessings is gonna come off of me being the type of person I am towards other people. And I've literally just gotten to the point in my life. I mean, like probably this week. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I literally just got to the point in my life where I just be like, no. You can't do that. Like, because at the end of the day, what people got to realize, some friendships are holding you back so much in life. Like, people don't like you could be friends with somebody, and the moment you stop being friends with them, your blessings may occur because a lot of times your friends really do pray against your downfall. Like
Yeah,
they pray against you, they don't want to see you. Like some people really do. Like envy, jealousy, in friendships is so real because at the end of the day, your friends they see you at your best, they see you at your worst. So therefore, some friends they see how you get through stuff, or they see how you handle stuff, or they see what you're getting out of stuff, and they really sometimes people like envy you. Like so I just got to the point I'm like, friends, I I used to be like, friends, you have different friends for different reasons. Right. Like, like I used to be okay with it. Like, but like Kayla said, you gotta be at a point in your life where you just be like, what am I benefiting from you right now? Like I literally just had this situation maybe a couple days ago, like where I had to realize a friend, I'm going through depression. I'm going crazy over here. Like I'm at my all-time lows. We have not been talking. I'm okay with not talking to friends because I do have times where I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered with people. But at the same time, I do care. Like if I have my life, I don't want to lose them. I wouldn't lie like I do. I don't want to lose nobody else in my life. I'm tired of losing people. So like it was hard for me because I'm like, hey, like what am I benefiting from this? I'm going through hard times. I text you and check up on you, or I wouldn't even say like I check up on you, but I send random I love you texts to people I care about, not as often as I should, but when I feel like it's need to send. Like, but I'm thinking like, do you be there for me? You feel me? I be
yeah.
going through stuff. You don't never check on me. You don't text me and ask me if I'm doing. You feel me? Like I just feel like it's a one-sided friendship, and I literally am in the process of trying to mentally let a friendship go. Like, but I don't know. I cherish friendships a lot, y'all. I cherish
And
friendships.
like you said, not to cut you off, but I don't want to forget it. But like you had said, like our generation, it's so hard for us to cut people off, anybody, like and just let go. And like I was reading a book and looking at a blog the other day, and this woman was like, sometimes God just want us to cut all that stuff off. Like if you know it ain't benefiting you, God just want us to cut it off because it's something bigger and greater. And that's what I feel like the journey I'm on now. Like I didn't want to cut them people off. It hurt me so bad. Like broke me down, hurt me. Like dang, why all these friends? And then the the story how it go is I didn't want to cut those people off. So you know what God did? God put them in a situation with me where they was hurting me, like hurt me, and he was like, I gotta keep showing you that these people are not supposed to be in your life. Not saying that they are bad people, because they not. I know them people, they not bad, but they was hurting me. They wasn't good for me anymore. And I didn't want to let them go, because it was so hard for me to let them go, because I love y'all. I love y'all deeply. Like, y'all, these are my friends. I would go to bat for y'all. I would do anything for y'all. I don't want to let this go. And it's almost like I was arguing with God, but God was like, okay, my child, I gotta show you. I gotta show you. And he put me in some situations where I was like, dang, I never think this girl will do this to me, or dang, I never think this will happen to me. But he was, I feel like it all had to happen. Like you say, it had to happen. It had to happen for me to get to the point. I'm just so grateful that I didn't like, that I wasn't being so disobedient, that I was still friends with these people, and then something bad happened to me, like how it happened with that girl. I don't know if she was having signs or anything, but I'm grateful that I had a praying mama. I was praying that I didn't stay in those friendships just because I wanted friends after they did me how they did me. Because God probably would have showed me in a different way. And I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad I was able to let go. And now that I have let go, it still hurt me sometimes when I see them, because I'm still in the healing process.
Right.
And I allow myself to hurt. And that's another thing. A lot of us in our generation, we don't allow ourselves to hurt
Man.
completely. We always want to say, I'm a bad bitch. Excuse me, but I'm a baddie and stuff like that. Like, I'm over it. Forget that nigga. Forget that friendship. Like, I don't care about her. No, we like when you allow yourself to hurt and say, no, I'm hurt. This hurt me. This I'm hurt. I'm in my hurt stage right now. Then you completely heal, because a years from now you can revisit something like that, and it'll like bring up old scars that ain't got no business brought up, because you didn't heal properly. You didn't hurt properly.
That's
And
I'm gonna tell y'all. I did a what you when you just said that. I did a show once. It was Take Me to the Spot, and the spot is that worst place in your life. If you can't ever go back, see, hurt people. You can't ever take you to the worst spot. If you ain't never healed from, I can't ever take you back there. I can't ever tell you what happened. But once you heal from the worst place in your life, you can go back and revisit it. That don't mean you got to go back and stay, but you can revisit it. A lot of people, what you just said, with stuff, the hurt, they cover it up. They cover it up with this, or they cover it up with drinking, or they cover it up with partying, or they cover it up with this, that, and the other, and all this stuff, and nobody ever wants to heal. And to be able to hear it from you two, from your generation, how prevalent it is with y'all, it is amazing. Because I know older people do it, they've been faking it and shaking it for years. They 50, 60, 70 years old, hurt, and they
yeah.
walking around angry with their lips stuck out and everything else is because something has happened that they never healed from. You know, the things that we never talk about, none of us,
And some of us
any
taught to
generation.
be hard. Like, I know a lot of my friends, they was like, I grew up, I'm taught to be hard. Like, I can't be crying about this. I can't be crying about that. And like some of even my guy friends that I used to be, like, that they couldn't even cry and stuff in front of me, and they couldn't even like let it all out or whatever. And they hurting inside. Like, I can only speak from our little small town and resting. Like, it's so many people I see with potential in them that can get out here and do it, but they still stuck in their past. And I always tell everybody, God not gonna elevate you to the next level until you let some stuff go, because some stuff can't go with you. That
Right.
hurt, that pain, that stuff, and then some people still mad about something that happened in sixth, eighth grade. I'm telling you, when you in a small town, and I really listen to these people like talking, I be like, you don't like this person because something that happened in ninth, eighth grade. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. And like, I just had to like sitting back. I had to reevaluate everything, like change my whole way of thinking, because I don't want to be that person still stuck when God didn't want me stuck there in the first place. He wanted me higher. I gotta keep elevating. I gotta keep growing. I gotta keep coming and becoming the person that I'm supposed to be. I can't stay down there with y'all. I can't do that. I'm trying to forgive and let go, because like what's the saying they say about the mirror or whatever? You can't look back.
Hey,
You
you know
gotta
what?
keep going.
When you said that, you know what, Haley and Asia, I'll tell you this. This what God just gave me. You can't ever see yourself as an eagle if you're staying in the hog pen. If,
Hello.
if you're staying in the hog pen with the hogs, you can never visualize yourself as being an eagle. You would have to get out of that in order to see it. And a lot of people, for whatever reason, they don't want to get out of what they in.
Yeah.
Either they think that they can't,
Or
or
they
they
think
have.
they already have.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I
I know
got
a
this.
lot of people like that.
Yeah, I got this very close person to me, and y'all, I be trying to help people. I'm never going to stop trying to help people. I really feel like what I'm destined to be is to help people. I don't know how, but it's gonna be helping. And I have this one person in my life that I want to help more than anybody, cause I know he has so much potential, but his mindset, it's so hard to change it. And I say all the time, I be like, what are you doing different? Like, what are you doing to change yourself? What's gonna change? And he be like, nothing. I'm not no bad person. Like, you feel me? I don't do nothing to people. I'm a good person. And I'm like, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, what are you changing about yourself? Like, we spend so much time. Like, I know, like when I get to the point where I fall in my depression, I literally I allow myself to be sad. I cry. I do whatever I need to do. And then after that, I literally sit and I be like, how's life? I literally sit. Yeah, I talk to myself. I don't know about
I
other
do
people,
too.
but I talk. I talk and I have a whole conversation with myself. Like, I'm going to talk to myself. And I sit there and I be like, okay, what's going on in your life? What are you doing to change what's going on in your life? Like, what are you doing? Like, and I can't say like a lot of people are scared, and I can't say a lot of people in the Black community are scared, because the more I talk about it, like my family, we don't do therapy. Do not do therapy. What is therapy? We don't do that. We don't do that. So like I started going to therapy after my grandma died, like what, a month or two ago. After she died, I was like, I had so much regret, because I'm the type of person that I feel like I got time. I feel like time be on my side, not on God's side. I feel like time be on my side.
Girl,
So
we the
I
complete opposite. I be feeling like time not on my side. I feel like I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta go and get this done. Like
I'm so opposite. I feel like time just be on my side, and I had to realize time really is not on your side. And I was carrying around so much regret and stuff, and I'm like, you gotta get it together. You gotta start prioritizing the stuff that matter. And I feel like God wasn't gonna give me what I needed, not want. He wouldn't give me what I needed until I started prioritizing the right stuff. Like, you can't be like, I spend my time. I literally, when I don't have my son, I spend my time in my apartment. Like, I will sit in my apartment all day watching TV on my phone. Like, I just spend my time in my apartment, and I realize like you can't do that. Like, I can't say for the most part, your therapy helped me in so many ways. Like, so many ways, like to be able to like open up, because at the end of the day, what people don't realize, talking to your friend is not like talking to no therapist. I don't know
yeah.
what's so different about it. I can't say what's
Cause they
different.
know you. They know you. So it's
Yes,
always different when you talk to somebody who don't know you.
yes. And my therapist, she was very transparent. Like, like if I was to tell her, I can be transparent on here. If I was to tell her, I used to have moments like when I fall into my depression, where I used to be like,
Hey,
I
Asia,
live
you got some feedback on yours. You got enough. You got your ear set in, or
my no, you put my earset in.
maybe hold on. I'm gonna cut my mic off. I'm gonna see if it gets better.
Is it better? Or is still doing it?
I hear you.
Good. Okay, yeah. I was just telling my therapist like that I just feel like a lot of this like should actually consider going to therapy, like, because it really help you. Like, talking to your friends is different from talking to a therapist, because at the end of the day, a therapist has, even though like I don't know. Like I tell my therapist, I'll be like, I would have times where I get sad, and I used to be like, I live for my family, my friends. I would hate to leave this earth and hurting people. It hurt already when people leave, but to leave on your own reason, I tell her all the time, and I could be very transparent with her, and she used to be like, that's okay. Like, that's okay. Like, whereas friends, you talking to your friend, you tell your friend that they gonna pity you, they gonna wanna hug you and stuff like that, be like, no, you can't do that. Like, but my therapist, she
Yeah.
was like, it's okay to feel like that. You are entitled to feel how you want to feel. Like, as long as you don't go the risk of actually doing what you thinking in your head, she was like, it's okay. Like, you're entitled to like the way you
Yeah,
feel.
you are. You definitely entitled to feel like that. And I feel like a lot of us and our generation, like in our age group, we scared to say, hey, I'm hurting. I'm sad today. I'm hurting. I can't do this. I can't do that. We scared to reach out for help, and we scared to know that it's okay not to be okay. Like I even had to realize that, like, cause there's moments in my life that I'm looking back over that I used to cry myself to sleep. Nobody would know. Still to this day, nobody would know. Or go in my closet, because my mama always taught me go in my closet and talk to God. And that's what I would do, go in my closet and talk to God, and I'd be crying and crying. And now that I look back over it, those moments, I really needed help. I wasn't supposed to be dealing with that by myself. And now that I'm looking at it, and I talk to my little cousins or my little sisters, I tell them, if you ever need somebody to talk to, don't you ever be scared to reach out to me and let me know. You're not gonna be, you're not weak. And that's what a lot of people think, because you reaching out and you saying, hey, I need help, or hey, I'm sad right now today, or I'm depressed, because people, and then that little thing that we used to do as kids, oh, you mad, oh, you mad. Yes, I'm mad. Like, feel the way you feel, and it's okay, because it's your feelings.
Yes.
And I'm realizing that more as I grow older. Like, if I'm mad, I'm not gonna act like I'm not mad. I'm mad. If I'm sad, I'm sad. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm all right. I'm all right. I can brush this off. No, I can't brush it off right now. I'm sad right now. So, like, I feel like that's, more of us need to hear that. Like, it's okay not to be okay, because it's so many of us killing ourselves, and we keep killing ourselves, and I hate that. And sometimes all a person needs is a hug, is somebody to say, I'm here for you, I love you, and really genuinely mean it. Because a lot of friends will tell you, hey, I'm here for you, but when you call them, when you crying and stuff, they won't pick up the phone, or either they'll be like, I'm gonna call you back, or either they won't have the right things to say. And like I'm reminding you, it's not their fault. It's not. I just realized that my number one friend now is God. And a lot of our generation, we need to start running to him instead of running to everybody else. Because the first thing I used to do was pick up my phone and call KD and be like, hey girl, hey, this and cry to her, and vent to her, or vent to one of my friends or my sisters, or my sorority sisters in the house, in my old house. But like now I'm realizing that no, I need to call on God, because He the one who gonna help it. And another thing that I'm learning is He loves to hear from us. He loves to hear our heart, and He loves us to run to Him. And now that I'm noticing, every time I run to Him, I got this sense of relief that my friends can't give me. My mama can't give me that. Can't nobody give me that sense of relief like how He gives me that sense of relief. And I want everyone to like know that, like, girl, if you sad, if you mad, if you hurt, and you want somebody to call on, He always did a call on. He's always there for us. And our generation, I just really hate that, because I see every time I get on my news feed, I see somebody that killed themselves, or I see somebody dead, something that happened, because we don't have enough adults back at home to reach out and really help us the way that they supposed to help us. We don't got enough people to say, hey, I'm here, because 9 times out of 10 in a small town, the adults fighting with the kids.
And I can say that one reason I see that, like, adults, and I had to realize that a lot of adults don't reach out and help because they never had to,
Yeah.
or they don't know how to help.
Yeah.
Like, after I had my baby, like, I was going through postpartum. My mama didn't know what that fully was. She didn't know how extreme it could actually go. Like, but once she realized what it was and how extreme it could go, I kid y'all not, my mama was calling me. My mama, she called me 4, 5 times after day just to call me. Hey, how you doing? How you feeling? Every time we hang up the phone, I love you. Like it's always that. Like so, I feel like if a lot of adults actually knew, like or had like, but that's one thing with they say breaking generational curses.
Yeah.
Like you have to like you just got to do different. Like and a lot of adults,
You
I just
gotta be
they
different.
don't have the experience or they didn't have the parents that were there for them in that way, so they don't know how to be there for children or the way that they should.
Yeah, so I feel like we all just learning, and like a lot of people don't know, like we can learn together. Like Asia, just like I was telling you, me and you, we can learn together. Like we can grow together. We so much better together than separate. And
Definitely.
our generation of girls, we either envy each other, we jealous of what they got. Little do you know, I ain't even got as much. But you think I got as much because how I carry myself or how I walk out the door. But I ain't even got that. I'm not even like that. You don't even understand when I go home. Some nights I cry myself to sleep. You don't even know that. But
Yeah.
it's so many girls who will be jealous because of what one person said, or even dudes. I'm gonna speak on dudes. Even these dudes out here, they hating on what one nigga got because he got this car, or whatever, and like it's beyond me now. When I moved away, like the little stuff that we argue about our generation, like I look at that like, really, y'all arguing about that? Like that's something big to you? If we gonna be arguing, let's argue about something serious,
Yeah.
like real life. Or if you hating on me, like baby, I can come to you and show you what I really got or what I'm really going through. You don't have to hate on me because we can win and we can eat together.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it, and that's what a lot of us need to learn. Like how the girl had passed away. That I see a lot of people in the comments saying that her friends was jealous of her and stuff like that. And I hate that for that girl because everyone I'm seeing, they saying like she was a sweet girl and stuff like that. And her friends was hating on her and stuff like that. Little they know, if the girl was sweet enough, y'all, you can work your way. And that's another thing with our generation. We want to take what somebody else worked hard for or what they
Mm.
got. When we can go out here and we can get it ourselves. We can go get it ourselves. Like when I wake up in the morning, I watch the motivational speeches and stuff. I be like, dang, I can get that. I can go get that because
Mhm.
what's the difference between me and you? We both God's child. The only difference is you was working harder for it, and I just gotta keep working harder for it. And a lot of us don't get that. Like, if you want to be somewhere, don't hate on the next girl because you see her. Oh, she got this, she got that. You go get it yourself. And then
Mhm.
another thing, a lot of people they'll see somebody get blessed in their neighborhood and be like, oh, she ain't buy that. Somebody else bought that. Just little stuff that we say or we talk about. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to be that way too. But I'm not like that anymore. Or whatever. One thing about it, I'm never gonna lie about who I used to be. I know who I used to be, but I know who I'm pushing forward to be and where I'm going. And
Yeah.
it's not the same Haley. But like when somebody else get blessed, I have realized is my blessing right around the corner. Like
Yes.
it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Yeah.
I don't hate on nobody. I don't compare my life to nobody no more. None of that. None of that. Because all they do is create thoughts in my head that don't need to be there.
Right.
And with me changing my mindset, you can't have all that negativity in your life. You can't have that, and that's negative to me. That's the and social media, it really breaks our minds. Like when I do my social media breaks and stuff like that, and I get back on social media, I don't even want to be on social media because I be like, this not elevating me. This not nothing of what I want to do in life. I'm 22 years old, and I have a whole life ahead of me of greatness. And if this the path I want to be on, I have to be dedicated. I have to sit down and really reevaluate myself, be truthful and honest with myself because ain't nobody else gonna do it. And we need to learn that too. And like about the friends, them girls wasn't her friends if they did all of that and then they lied about it. And we want friends so bad we scared to be alone. It's like we scared to be alone. And I used to be that way too. I used to be scared to not have no friends. Like, who I'm gonna call on? They gonna be like, oh, she ain't got. And then we too worried about what other folks think too. I could, like it's so much that I see that I've seen that that I used to be worried about, or I used to hear other girls worried about, and guys like I just be like, it ain't even worth it no more. Like I'm growing, and I've noticed that. And sometimes I have to pat myself on the back. And I've noticed, like, sometimes I be looking for somebody to say, "Oh, Haley, you doing good," and stuff like that. But guy be like, "Girl, you can pat yourself on the back. Like, girl, you did it. You got it. You don't need no friends. You don't need all of that. You don't need that." And then, like you said, as just sometimes friends bring negativity that you don't need in your life right now. And like you said, people, we all just growing, and some of us move faster than others. And I don't discredit nobody. I don't take nothing away from nobody because everybody's journey is theirs. But once we start realizing that the only person we ever need in this life is God, like it transfers your life. And then it is hard. It's hard changing your mindset.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. I'm on the journey right now, and I catch myself doing something that I used to do, and be like, you can't do that. You can't do that no more, because if you do that, you're gonna go down this path. Then you're gonna go down this path. Then you gonna. It's like a repeated cycle. Like I used to pray in my closet and be like, God, why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? And He was like, you ain't learned to listen yet, Haley. You ain't learned to listen, and I'm gonna keep letting it happen to you until you learn to listen. And that's why earlier I was telling y'all I'm so grateful and thankful that I didn't learn to listen too late. Cause that girl could have been me. That girl could have been my sister. That girl could have been you, Age. That girl could have been anybody. And and like we need to be more thankful and grateful for what could have been us, what should have been us. Shoot, like what we have and all of that. Like the journey I'm on, I'm telling y'all, it's just an amazing journey that I'm seeing and I'm noticing at 22 years old. And I wish other girls could get on this journey with me instead of having something negative to say, because we can grow together. We can be like, even our small little town, we could be so much more if we came together. We can be bigger and better. Like we can grow together. We can elevate together. We can elevate Reston, Grambling, Simsboro all together. We can do this together. As long as we stop hating on each other, and then the love is genuine and stuff like it should be. I know so many girls with doing hair, makeup, doing nails, all of that. Do you know, like we could be so much together? Like I see girls out here in Atlanta, they got these girls don't even know each other, but they didn't. I seen this just on Facebook. Girls who didn't even know each other, but she was like, "Girl, you can do nails, you can do hair." They bought a shop all together for other girls in Georgia to get in the shop.
Wow.
All them girls get money together, but we can't do that. We can't do that because we come from a small town where we hate on one another. We can't do that. We can't do that, and that's sad to me. Hate is really, I really hate the fact that people hate. I hate that you jealous of what somebody else got because you don't even know what it took for them to get it.
Yeah, and I think that's why I got this private. I think you in my private store on my Snapchat, Haley. It's called For the Girls, and I be being transparent. Like I may have a day where I'm sad. I tell them, look, I'm sad today, or I may have a day like where I show them the real me. People see me on social media. They see this person. I don't know what people see me when they see on social media, but I realize a lot of people know me. And I'm okay with being a well-known person, but I literally let people know, like, this not always me. The person y'all see on social media, that's not always me. I may, hello, Adam. That's not always me. And I be letting people know, like, it's okay, like, to be the
Yes,
authentic self. Like, people they don't want to be the authentic self no more. And it's okay to have bad
right.
days, good days. You ain't got it all, because I ain't got it all. I ain't rich yet. I'm going to be rich, but I ain't rich yet. Like, and people, they look at people and they judge, and they think that just because they like this on social media, that it's this. Like, no, it's not always that. Like, like, I think people should just accept the place that they in their life, accept the place that you're
Yeah.
at, not anybody else. Accept the place that you're in your life, and realize, you feel me, it's not going to change until you want it to.
Yeah, and that's so true. And a
No,
lot of people need to
I just
realize
want to
that.
ask if I can ask y'all this. It's two questions. One is a lot of people say the word friend, and for me, and this is what I've learned, is that word is so loosely used, in my opinion.
It is.
Everybody uses the word friend. Everybody says friend this, friend here, friend there, friend there. There's really no meaning to it. If you around me, then I'm gonna call you friend.
Yeah.
Do now that's my feeling. I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all feel about the word friend. And secondly, the other word that is so loosely used these days is I love you.
Yeah. Oh, I hate when people loosely
Okay,
use
wait.
that.
I
What
don't
what
like
what
the fact that I love you is used loosely because you literally have to let people know that you love them.
no,
Like,
and I'm saying when I say loosely,
No,
I mean
but
I'm just
sometimes people use it like I feel like some people use it just to say sometimes I love you. You don't really love that person. And I was just telling my homegirl the other day, I was like, girl, we do gotta stop using that I love you too much. Even with these dudes. Like, if I really don't love you, because if you can't love me today and then we argue tomorrow and you don't love me no more after that, that's not love. And so we do use that word way too loosely. Like, if I argue with you, I didn't realize I done told a friend that I don't love no more. I care for her, but I don't love no more. I done told this girl I love her and stuff like that. But I'm realizing I really didn't love you and I shouldn't have told you that. Even dudes, I shouldn't have told some dudes that like that I love them when I know I really didn't love them. And we shouldn't use that word like the way we use it. And I get what you saying, like you gotta tell people, you gotta let people know I love you and stuff like that. But you don't. Like even with the situation I'm in, I'm not gonna tell you I love you until I know for sure I love this person. And even if we argue today, I'm gonna love you tomorrow. And that's what, and people, they need to stop saying that because I've been one of those people. I'm not so mushy gushy or whatever on relationships. Anybody who know me, I don't play that. I don't allow myself to fall like that. But like I back then a guy told me he loved me, and then you go through the breakup stages and stuff like that, and it was a lot of stuff that wasn't love. And how could you love me but hurt me at the same time? And
mm,
that's a question that I battle with still now to this day because but I had to realize I'm realizing because these people that I've told I love them, and I done hurt their heart so bad. Friends, family, all of that. So the conflict always come in. If you love me, why are you hurting me? Why are you doing this to me? Why do you keep doing this to me? And I genuinely really do love these people, but I noticed that I've hurt people that I've loved. And I guess that I'll go with the learning process, or we all just growing and we all just people who trying to deal with the hand that we was dealt. I love telling people that we always God all dealt us a hand. And he never told us this life was gonna be perfect. Never. And we all just trying to deal with it. We
yeah,
all just trying to pick up the pieces and and put our puzzle together and be like, hey, life's all good and together. But I'm realizing like don't use that word too loosely because and you play I feel like you play with them people you play with people's feelings when you do use it. I
mm-hmm.
play with a lot of people's feelings by saying I love you. And I can admit that I shouldn't have told those people I love them and I really didn't love them because I'm hurting somebody else and I never want to hurt somebody. But I had to also realize I was a hurt soul
mm,
and I was just looking for love any way I could get and
wow,
telling people I love them. And at the end, it ended up hurting me. I started questioning myself and asking my mama, like, do you think I'm a bad person? Like, I went through a little spell, y'all. Like, I don't mind. I can be transparent with y'all. I was in a relationship and I thought I loved him. Like, I thought I loved this boy. And after that, after we broke up and stuff, and I was the one doing wrong, and I'm woman enough now to say, Haley, you really didn't love him the way he loved you, and now it had me feeling like, dang, was I a bad person for this or whatever? But God was like, because he speaks to me, he was just like, You thought you loved that person and you used that word too loosely. I don't use that word too loosely no more because I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't ever want to see nobody cry to me and say you hurt me and I thought you loved me.
Mm.
I don't want nobody. I don't want to receive that ever again. So I don't. That's how I feel about that word. Telling people saying I love you, because sometimes we think we loving on somebody, but it's really lust. At our age, I've seen that it's really lust. It's not love all the time. Sometimes it is love. Sometimes it's true
I
love.
love the word. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Yes,
I
but
love it.
girls, sometimes you gotta realize that. Like I had, if you like, well, me for me, if I'm being honest with myself, like I don't love you, and then this probably gonna throw y'all for a loop, but it was at one point I was saying to myself, how could I love you and I don't even love myself completely?
Wow. Wow.
And it
Wow.
just blew my like to this, well, not to this day, because I'm finding myself. And I told him, I was like, I don't think I love myself completely, because if I loved myself completely, this love you giving me, I would not try to mess it up. I wouldn't be ruining it, because this is a person who genuinely loved the hell out of me. I would not be messing this good thing up if I truly, truly loved myself. Like, I wouldn't even hurt somebody who loved me if I truly, truly cared about myself the way I'm supposed to. And
Mm.
I used to think loving myself was, oh girl, you got your hair done, you got your makeup done, you got your outfit, like you keep yourself up and all of that. But no, loving yourself is a whole entire completely different thing that I'm realizing. Like, it's caring for yourself, being gentle with yourself, and giving that same love you gave to other people and motivation to other people, giving it to yourself. Loving God, I've realized loving myself is loving God first. Cause
Yes.
he's changed my life in ways I cannot imagine. He's changed my mindset. Cause without him, I'm nothing. Without him, I wouldn't even be on this journey. I'd probably be stealing, resting in that house, throwing a party, getting drunk as hell. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's
Getting
why
drunk as
I
hell.
messaged you and told you that, because I don't think a lot of people like I like you say we weren't the closest, but I remember the old Haley. Like I remember the old Haley. Like the old Haley, I love you, Haley, but the old Haley was wild. She was wild, baby. And that's one reason I missed her, because I like when I don't see people on social media for a long time, I either one, you're pregnant, or two, you change. So I was like, I see you every now and then, and I'm like, okay, I can realize it, I can see it. And one thing I like to do is acknowledge growth, because a lot of people don't acknowledge growth. Like
Yeah,
I'm still the type of person that I'm gonna be the person I want others to be towards me. So
yeah.
I would want somebody to tell me, hey, I see what you're doing, like, and it wasn't even like little stuff. Like I'm looking at you going to church. I'm looking at you at the house cooking. I'm looking at you doing this stuff. I'm like, look at Haley.
Yeah.
Like, that's not Haley. Haley is throwing a party somewhere. She's over
Someone
there
turning
doing
up a bottle
something.
saying, "Hey, y'all, let's turn up. Let's get
Yes.
lit."
And that's one reason why I wanted to reach out to you. Like, it had been on my mind for a minute, but the day I reached out to you, I probably had just watched something to remind me of it. And I'm like, let me reach out to her and tell her, like, okay, I see whatever journey you on. I don't know what journey it is that you're on, but I'm
Yep.
gonna tell you whatever journey you on, it's working. It's doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something.
And we need to be like that towards each other more often. Like, I feel like our generation, we need it so much. We don't even know how much we need each other.
Mm-hmm.
And look, a lot of people like to say, I don't need nobody, I don't need nobody. But just that, it's this thing called vision down here. And it's people my age. And the way I see the way they love God, and they turn up. I didn't been to a party with them, but when they worship Him on Tuesday night, they love God and they uplift one another. Like, this girl, she trying to get me a job now at one of her offices and stuff like that. Like, just helping one another. And I see that, and I want that for my community back home. I want that for us, because it, like, we can just build and we can just grow, and we can break the generational curse. We can be the, I mean, we can be the curse breakers. We can stop all this stuff that our family members, our parents and stuff they used to do back in the day. We can be this because we already breaking generational curses by being entrepreneurs, going out here and getting it, doing things that people never thought we could do or we could be. Like, why we can't do that together? That's the
Yes.
only thing that bothers me. Like, why we can't be? And then sometimes people just be jealous. They be like, "Oh, now she want to start something, or now she want to do this because I'm doing it." Why we can't just grow together and be good? Just like you said, Asia, you reached out to me, and it shocked me when she reached out to me because I was like, dang, Asia see my growth. Like, she seeing me. Some of the people I used to be friends with ain't even reached out to me and told me nothing like that. So like I was seeing that she even really motivated me to go like, shit, hey, you need to go harder. Like, you see somebody, and then even my little cousin texted me and was like, "Hey Haley, I want to move to Georgia and stuff like that and become this fashion model." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And cause she thought I was one, but I'm not out here modeling, and I'm too big for that. But but she thought I was one, and she was just like, "You know what? I want to do everything you doing and stuff like that." And that touches me because you never know who you out helping you, and you never know who watching you. And us being 22 and 23 in our 20s, we need to like show the young girls who watching us, because even when we think they not watching, they watching. Them
Yeah.
girls want they want to be like us, because we
Yeah.
gotta think when we was that age, 16 and 17, we was watching the older girls like, dang, I want to have that skirt, like, or I want to do that hairstyle and stuff like that. So I just feel like when we motivate each other instead of bashing each other and getting on Facebook and arguing and fist fighting and stuff like that, and when they see us forgiving one another, like, I love that for us. Like, when they see us doing it, it passes on. They start doing it. And then the next generation, they'll start doing it. It all started with us. And we can just be so, I keep saying this because I honest to God feel like we could be so much more and so much better, that small town, that area anyways, than what we are. Like, cause it's so, the potential there. The potential
Yes.
there, the talent there, everything's there. It's just that we got to get up and we got to really want better for ourselves, and we got to start growing. We got to start helping one another instead of bashing one another. We got to be there. We got to love thy neighbor. We got to do that. Instead of
Yeah.
hating, we got to be there for one another and not bad. And then it's like I keep saying, it's a lot of people scared to even come out and say, "Hey, I'm hurting," because they so scared of what everybody else around them, or what people gonna think about them. I know a girl who wanted to make a post about her journey and say she need help, but she was so dang on scared what the people on campus was gonna think of her or whatever. Or she was walking around sad, and I was like, "No, girl, make that post. If you want to make that post, and you crying out for help, and then it's so many of us who do cry out for help, and people don't take it serious because, like you were saying, Asia, the black community, we don't take therapy serious, or we don't take, or they be like, I didn't watch people tell 16-year-olds, you too young to feel like that. Bullshit. I mean, I hate to cuss, but that's crap. Cause we hurt. Even at this age, people think that we don't go through things. We go through things. We
Yeah.
go through scary things. We go through hard things, and then sometimes some of us dealing with it by ourselves because we too scared to reach out, and then that leads to suicidal thoughts, or like, I can't deal with it no more. Like, I can't take it no more.
I
And
honestly feel like you go through the most stuff in your teenage, like your teenage years are going to set. I mean, you go through things in your 20s stuff, but your teenage years set the ground for how you go about your twenties. Like,
yeah,
you grow in your six, like when you're 16 and 17, you learning stuff, but those are habits that you also pick up, and those habits carry on to your 20s, and you literally learning to unbreak those habits. I really feel like that age range between 16 and I want to say just your high school, your whole high school. Like, that's your high school is your learning. Like, when your pickup habits, you learn them, you don't learn them. Your friends, you learn all that stuff in your high school like years. It was right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I'm gonna tell you too. Y'all got me. Y'all got this old boy over here. Just wow. I'm gonna what I want y'all to do is as we wrap up here. I want each one of y'all to just give your words, whatever you feel that y'all want to leave the people with. Before you do that, I just want to say I thank you both. I have this is the old boy. I have watched these two grow up from little bitties, and it, it's amazing. It's wonderful to see you both and to watch you grow and watch you mature into the wonderful women that you are. Um, I know that God will continue to watch over you. I know that you both will continue to grow and continue to be strong and wise and leaders. I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank God for you, for both of you. You know, I don't know if like I said, to watch you both grow, to watch Haley grow from that little tomboy, the little fighting tomboy.
Yeah,
Um, to watch you grow and watch you mature, to watch you, Asia, grow into this wonderful woman, to this wonderful mother that you are. I applaud you both from the bottom of my heart. I applaud you. I applaud you. So I'm gonna shut my mouth. I'm gonna dry my old tears up. Uh, and what I want you to do is to take your time and whatever words you want to leave, whatever lasting words that you want to leave, impression that you want to leave, y'all have y'all way.
okay. As you want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. Okay, first of all, I want to say, Uncle Danny, I love you so much, and I really do appreciate you for invite me on this podcast because I haven't talked to you in so long. Like that's one thing that really moves me. Like after we got off the phone, I was crying. I was bawling like a baby because I hadn't talked to you in I don't know how long, and it was crazy that we talked. And this was a sign. This was a sign. This whole podcast was a sign for me. But what I want to leave to whoever watching this is don't be afraid to grow. Never be afraid to grow. Never be afraid to ask people. Like I ask my friends quite often. Like I posted saying a healing story that I have on Snapchat. Never be afraid to ask your friends or your family or somebody that knows you deeply, hey, what do you feel like I need to work on as a person? Like never be afraid to grow. I don't care if it's a small piece of growth, whatever the case may be, never be afraid to grow.
I want to say thank you to Danny. I really, really appreciate this. And like I just said, this definitely was a sign. Like I I don't play about my signs. My mama
Amen.
give me those signs, and I started like to know my mama is to know me basically because she got spiritual signs. I get spiritual signs now, and this was definitely a sign because, like I said, Asia reached out to me 2 weeks ago. And then, Danny, for you not to even know that we know each other, that's nothing but God working. That's nothing but Him doing it, working out our lives, fixing our lives up the way that we supposed to be. Like, that's nothing but God. So I really do appreciate this. I appreciate you, Asia, for reaching out when you did. Um, what I want to leave to everybody is don't, like Asia said, don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid of changing your mindset. Don't be afraid of change, period. Because a lot of us are scared or we think we can't do it. And I made a video about this last week. but you can. It at any given moment, at any given age, you can pick up and change your whole entire life. You can start over because the great thing about this life, you can have as many as you want, as many as you want. God is a forgiving God.
Yeah.
He loves us.
Yes.
He wants us to mess up and then run to Him because He just loves to hear from us.
Yes.
And a lot of us, we just need to let go and let God because we got so much potential in us and we can be whatever we want to be in this life. And sometimes our society, it minimizes our thoughts. But if you got a dream, if you got a passion, anything, you go for that.
Yeah.
You fight for that because God didn't put that thought in your head for no reason.
Yeah.
And another thing to my generation, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to not be okay. Don't be afraid to reach out to for help. If you need it, you need it.
Yeah.
I promise you. If the person who judging you or got something to say, they're gonna need help one day in their life. Cause we all gonna need it.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
last but not least, all my generation, I just want you guys to run to God. Try God. Just
Try
just
God.
just take time out of your day to talk to him. Cause
Talk.
he listens to you better than anybody else can ever listen to you. And he hears us and he wants to hear from us. And when you talking to him and you really trying, he gonna throw you a little something.
Yeah.
Anything you ask from God is already on the way.
Yeah.
We just got to keep passing our tests and
Yeah.
don't give up. Like I said, we got to keep going. We got to work hard for what we want. We got to believe in ourselves, even if nobody else believe in us. It's us. It's basically us and God against everybody else. That's how I feel. That's how I need other people to feel. Because if God said yes, nobody can say no.
Amen.
Amen.
And that's
Amen.
it.
I I thank you both so very much. I say it all the time that I don't know if people thought it was a joke in the beginning, but this is God's platform. He just got this old boy right here to sit here in front of this old thing right here. But this ain't even mine. This is God's platform. This is a place of truth. This is a place of transparency. This is a place of openness and healing. You know, when we can start doing that and we can start talking, we can start healing.
Yeah.
My God, my God, man. Um, to my people, I thank y'all for taking the time out. I thank y'all for allowing us to come into your homes, into your phones, or whatever it else may be. I thank you. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for watching, for tuning in. I said that this, and I, I normally don't, but I said that this was going to be powerful. I knew, I knew that this was going to be powerful from the moment that I spoke with these two ladies. I knew that tonight was going to be powerful. So you know what? I know the devil was shaking. You might as well shake, partner. You might as well shake. You might as well shake. Because you can get on up out of here. You can get on up out of here. I thank you two ladies, you two wonderful, 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 wonderful ladies for coming. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Um, my great niece Asia. Hey, my great niece Asia. My
I
cousin
see them
Haley. Hey,
again.
my cousin Haley. And I tell y'all, I did not know the two worlds were gonna collide. I had no idea. I really didn't. That's but God. That's the only thing I can say. I can say, but God. I thank you, each and every one of y'all again. And you know, like the old country boy say, I love each and every one of you unconditionally. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. I thank you, ladies, so very much. Y'all have a good one.
Thank
I
you.
love y'all. I love y'all. And we up out of here.